Hello and welcome to Before Exams. Here we help you to prepare for your competitive examinations. Subscribe to our channel so that whenever we post the content about your exam, you get the notification about it. Hello and welcome to this section of IELTS reading. This video lecture is about the names matching questions. Now there are some kind of questions, that is the name matching, in which there will be a list of names which will be given. These names will either be of a researcher or any scientist or any expert or any personality who has done good in his or her area of expertise. And then there will be some sentences which could be their researches, which could be their the sayings that they might have said. So you have to match those. So this is basically the match the following type of questions. The difference is that these are the in this you have to specifically match the names. These appear in the last section of your IELTS reading, that is the last passage of your IELTS reading, and these questions have very high probability of appearing in your exam. So let's just see that what we'll be doing in this lecture. So first of all, we'll be learning the overview. What is the overview, that a summary about these kind of questions, then how to attempt these questions, and then we'll be learning about some tips to attempt these questions. So first of all, as I said, these type of questions have very high probability of appearance. Almost in all the tests, you will see these kind of questions. Now, these are also known as name matching question. The other name is feature matching questions. In this, you will be given some names and some sentences, as I have already explained, and you'll need to match the sentences with the name of the particular person respectively. So the research, who carried out that research, who said that saying, who was the person who achieved any thing, you have to match it accordingly. As I've already said, the names could be of researchers, scientists, or experts, and the statements could be their theories, their researches, or any expert who visited any places and they might have any opinion about that places. So that is what you will be seeing in this. Now, let's look at the strategy, how to attempt these kind of questions. Now, to attempt these kind of questions, the first thing that you need to do is, first of all, read the instructions carefully and then identify which question type is this. Now, the thing, as I said, that it could be confusing with match the following questions. So just check that what you have to find in it, what you have to answer in it, whether you have to match any other thing or you have to match the names itself. So what you have to do is, first of all, identify which kind of question is it by reading the instructions carefully and also by reading the questions. After that, what you have to do is you have to read the statement and underline the keywords quickly. You have to do it very quickly. These are not very, very difficult questions. The difficulty level is average. So you have to do it a little quickly. You have to read the statement, underline the keywords. The keywords could be any noun, any place, the name of a person. Most of the time it will be about the name of the person. So you'll find that. Then also underline the names in the statements and the passage. After reading the question and after reading the list, go to the statement, that is I'm sorry, the passage, and there you have to underline the names. So when you will be underlining the names, just see that what they said, what was their opinion, and then figure out the summary of that. Suppose there is a researcher who researched something and he or she might have explained his or her research in around 4 to 5 lines. So try to summarize that, because that is what you will be seeing in your statement, and that will be your answer. Then read around that name carefully to figure out the important information. Whatever they might have said, just read that and then summarize it in 3 to 4 words. After checking it, or after you are confident that this is my answer, cross check with the statement and the names and then mark that answer, and in the end repeat this process for the next question. So this is the strategy that you will be following to answer these kind of questions. Some tips to keep in mind. Now the statements in the statements in the information will paraphrase the information in the text. So let's say there is a researcher and he or she might have researched something and they have given their theory. So in the text, when you'll be reading the text, it will be given in either in one paragraph or in 3 to 4 lines. But when you will find this problem statement, this will be summarized in or paraphrased in only 5 to 6 words. So whenever you read anything while reading the passage itself, what you can do is you can just mark the keywords and you can write in short what is the person trying to say in 4 to 5 lines. I'm sorry, in 4 to 5 words. This will really help you out to paraphrase it, and this will help you out to check that what is the answer of this problem statement. In this, answers will not be in order. Always keep in mind, as we have seen in most of the questions, the answers are in order. In these type of questions, answers will not be in order. Now, in these cases, in these questions, they could use short names, either first name or surname. For example, there is a person, Robert James. So it could be either Robert or they could use Mr. James in the problem statement. So just be sure of the name that they are using and carefully read the name. Now, always read the statement very carefully. The problem statement which has been given in the question, always read that carefully and understand that carefully, because it could be the case that they can use the keywords, the same keywords in two or three statements to confuse you. So what you have to do is you have to read the problem statement carefully and understand that what is being asked and what is being conveyed in this. Now, in case you have no idea about the topic, never lose confidence. Suppose it's a topic about a product of forest and you do not have any idea. Let's say it's about latex and you do not have any idea what latex is, what is its use, from which tree it is found, how it is processed. You do not have any idea. The thing is, if you do not have any idea about a particular topic, never lose confidence. You will always find the answers in the text itself. There will be nothing which will be outside the text. So you can just find all the answers in the text. So be confident, read the text, and you will find the answer there. Okay. Now, always before making the correct option, as I have also mentioned it in the strategy, before marking the correct option, read the question again and confirm what you are marking is actually correct or not. So cross verify whether whatever you are marking is actually correct or not. Okay. So this is about the feature matching or the names matching questions that we'll see in our exams that we'll come across. And we have discussed about the strategy. We have also discussed about the tips and tricks that you have to do here. I am not including the example here. Intentionally, I am not including the example because I want to first make your own strategy. And whenever you will be submitting the assignment, I would want you to give me your own strategy and make your own strategy in these kind of questions while attempting the question. So that is why I am not giving any example here. I'll give you an assignment. This will really help. That will really help you out to be confident about these kind of questions. So for the assignment, as I always say, you can mail me on the email address which will be given in the description. You can just mail on this and I'll be sending you the assignment. So this will be it for now. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. I hope you gathered some information from the lecture and now you'll be confident while attempting these kind of questions. Of course, I will always suggest you to do a lot of research, to do a lot of practice in these on these kind of questions. If you want the material, you can always mail me and I'll send it to you. So that will be it for this lecture. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.